TSC welcomes you to this broadcast of high school varsity football. We are here at Wapakoneta Field where the Marion local Flyers will take on the Wapakoneta Redskins. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Clopay, Night Egg Minster, Crown Equipment, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sydney All-Glaze Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, and NKTelco. Hello everybody, I'm Matt Everts. Beside me is AJ Lisi. AJ, we're going to have a good game here with these two teams. We're going to go ahead and take a timeout real quick while we're listening to the national. All right, AJ, here we are back into the 2021 season. Fans are finally back in the stands, and Walpole has upgraded on what I would say is a better opener.
Yeah, I mean, the fans are excited. They get to actually sit in their seats with their names on it. That's how excited they are. But they start off with a hard one here against Marion Local, which I think is a good test for Walpole going into the WBL to see where they are as a team. Got a lot of places, they got spots they got to replace from last year on both sides of the ball. So it's going to be an interesting game for Travis Moyer to see where their team's at. As far as Marion Local goes, I'll tell you what, they switched some people in different spots. Peyton Noddy's now going at quarterback. He was at wide receiver. We got some other players that are playing different positions this year just to see where they can be. I mean, talking with you, Matt, Coach Godwin says right now they're not where they're at, but once game 6 hits, that's where they hit their stride.
Exactly. That's what the biggest thing is, talking over with the coach. It's a lot of injuries on the Marion Local side, so you're not going to see the best foot forward by Marion Local tonight, but just like everybody knows, it is Marion Local, and they are dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
Marion Local now coming out on the field. Got about 2 minutes before the game starts, so we'll go ahead and we'll take a quick commercial break here on NKTelco Sports.
Where is that TSC bill? How can I pay it if I can't find it?
You don't need the bill. You can pay it online at telserco.com.
Wasn't there a special this month?
Yes, we got it from TSC's Facebook page.
I know I've got the announcement for the club here somewhere.
I just sent it to TSC to air on Channel 2. With telserco.com, Facebook, Channel 2, and their newsletter, TSC makes it easy to stay connected.
Now, if they could just help me clean up my desk.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Welcome back to Wapak, Ohio, where the Marion Local Flyers is getting ready to take the ball or kick off. We're not for sure who won the toss yet. They haven't quite got there yet, but here we are, AJ, 16 months since we've been entertained by the Gels Marble Run because there was no sports in the U.S. Kind of juiced that we're finally here back getting to watch the high school football.
It's all around high school sports last year. It was real tough, but I'll tell you what, these kids are excited. They're ready to get on the field, especially after last year. I mean, Marion Local made a good run in the playoffs. They lost in the regional finals to eventual state champion New Bremen, and Walpole got on a run. They lost their first 4 games of the year last year, and then they started winning. They got into the playoffs just because of COVID. Everybody got to be in the playoffs, and COVID hit. they had to quarantine the whole team. They had to cancel their playoff game, and that's how their season ended last year. So let's see how both teams come off what was disappointing ends to their season last year.
Well, Kevin Partington's got the ball. He's going to place it on the tee. Looks like Marion Local will be kicking off to Wapak. So we'll get to see how the offense of Wapak stacks up. Ball's placed at the 40, and it's just about time to start this season of 2021 football.
Boy, am I ready. Oh,
Seems like forever we've been waiting for this.
favorite time of year.
Love the summer, but the fall's just so much better. Friday night under the lights.
That's right.
Ball's going to be kicked deep. Picked up at the 15. Brought across the 20 down to the 22, and he'll be tackled right there.
And
Number 22 receiving that, I believe.
24, Jace Mullen took the kickoff and got a couple yards, so Wapak will be starting about the 23-yard line, 22-yard line.
All right, we'll see what Coach Moyer has in store for this Marion Local defense. We'll go ahead and we'll start with keys to the game here for Wapak. We'll hand it to AJ.
Yeah, I mean, Wapak, they have to play to their strengths. I mean, they got to slow down the tempo. Their running game has got to do it. No turnovers. They got to play perfect ball. Marion Local strives on that. Defensive line control. They got to really control that defense line and not allow their Marion Local's running attack to go.
Ball handed out to the outside, coming around over the 25 down to the 29. Again is number 24, Jace Mullen. Quick pick up a 6.
Yeah, nice lead play by Jace Mullen. Kind of weaving through that line and got picked up nice yardage on that first down play.
I'm one of those guys, whenever I watch high school football especially, I like to look at the big uglies inside. You know, they don't get a lot of love in there, but you watch the guards and it'll tell you exactly what's happening and where the ball's going when it comes to high school sports.
Oh, yeah.
Number 10, quarterback Brandon Goulet gets the ball, bringing it around the same edge on the near side.
Oh, look at him, nice.
One step away.
Very athletic quarterback in Brandon Goulet. 3-sport athlete, plays basketball, plays baseball, but I'll tell you what, his athleticism got him that first down right there.
6'1", 180-pound quarterback and defensive back. Here's your replay, AJ. Replays tonight's going to be brought to you by Winter Meats. Out comes Wapak again, single back. From the shotgun, 3 receivers looking for the first pass. Going to be dropped off out of bounds. Nice choice by the senior quarterback. Nobody open, just get rid of the ball.
Yeah, that's one thing I think Wapak's going to do a lot more. They're going to pass the ball a little more. They got some weapons on the outside and Caden Seifring and a lot of other options out there. So especially the tight end out there too. So, but right there, Braden Goulet taking around the end, and I'll tell you what, he just read it real nice and almost took it to the house.
Brings up 2nd and 10. That's not what Wapak wants. I mean, notoriously, Wapak is like St. Mary's in a lot of ways. They're a running team, but that pass, when they get it rolling, it's hard to stop.
Yeah.
Goulet back, take the snap, brings it right over the far side of the field. He's got a hole. Oh, quick close off by the defense, number 5.
Nate Busher did a nice job just containing that outside, didn't let him get ahead, and took him down right there for probably a no gain.
Yeah, he went straight down the defensive line, actually took him back a yard, so now it's going to be 3rd and 11, Wapak in a throwing situation.
This is one thing Wapak has to avoid is the 3rd and longs. I mean, they're not used to getting those 3rd and longs. They're used to be 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5 just because of the running game. So let's see what they do here.
Picked up, passed out to the outside. If he could break it, he's only going to pick up 6 on the far side. So give a 6-yard pass to Connor McMextro and going to bring up 4th and 4 and about time to punt. And this is not, if you're Wapak, you don't want to give Marion a reason.
No. I mean, it was a good play. They swung it out to Connor Mextro, but right now you're giving Marion Local a little too much right now as far as field position.
That's something that all the Walpock fans out there watching this game, we know they're kind of used to over here winning these openers 49-0, 56-0. You got a different caliber of team. It's not necessarily the saying the size of the dog in the fight.
Right.
The size of this dog is a lot bigger than what this division states.
Right.
All right, ball was kicked back to the 14-yard line. That's where Marion Local will take over. We'll go ahead and let's do the starters for Marion Local real quick. Your offensive starters for Marion Local is going to be quarterback Peyton Knott, number 4, number 25 Kyle Ott at tailback. Fullback is going to be number 20 Dylan Fleck. Your flanker is going to be number 13 Owen Rendler. Your tight end is going to be Connor Bruns. Then Carson Griesdorn will also come in with that right tackle. You're going to have Jake Top. Right guard is going to be Mason Rose. Center Alex Kanapke. Left guard Lance Wendell. And left tackle is going to be Josh Kuther. And Marion Local doing what Marion Local does, straight to the ground for a pickup of 3.
Yeah, it's a nice lead play there for Marion Local. Nice run by Kyle. It looks like Kyle out. He got the run on that, so picked up decent gain, about 4 yards.
Defensive starters for Wapakoneta is going to be at tackle Trevor Houts. At nose guard Austin Brown, number 69. At end, number 51 Michael Lee. On the other end, Tyler Hauser, number 54. 2 linebackers are going to be Caden Seifring and Connor Mextro. Linebacker Joey Truesdale. Safety Brandon Goulet. Cornerback to the left and right is going to be Jake Schrader and Zach Rogers. And strong safety is Austin Stauffer. These players were all in starting lineups were brought to you by Sydney Audiology. And we'll go ahead and let's go to the keys to the win for Marion Local.
Well, you looked at that first drive. They got a spot where Braden Goulet is coming from, and they did a good job that first drive. They got to slow down the running game, and I think they did a pretty good job in that first drive of doing it and controlling the clock. I think what they're doing right now, they're really controlling the pace right now and keeping that defense on the field for Walpock.
So Marion Local with their first down, going to be 1st and 10. Looks like his knee was down. He'll be called for a 3-yard completion the wrong way, so that'll bring up second down and 13.
You don't see that a whole lot.
That's definitely not what Coach Goodwin had in mind with that play, I don't believe. Call being brought in to the quarterback Peyton Knott, lining them up. Both teams playing from the shotgun. Single back, 3 wide to the right. Ball's going to be handed off. No, he kept it. Going right up
wow,
the middle.
look at that.
That is a big gap. He's going. Looks like he might not be touched all the way down, and touchdown Marion Local that quick. And like we said, it's not the size of the dog in the fight. And Marion Local just showed it. What a run by their starting quarterback,
Peyton Knott. I'm telling you, he very athletic kid. Like I said, they switched him to quarterback. He was their running back wide receiver last year. But with his athleticism, you can't not put him at quarterback. And he just showed why they put him at quarterback.
Here's your replay. Go ahead, AJ.
It's pretty much it's a read option. They were trying to get it to his brother Kyle, and he read it perfectly. And bid on that, and he saw the opening, and boom, 75 yards.
And it was a nice defensive try by Jake Schrader to go ahead and make the tackle, but just short. So ball's going to be placed and kicked for the extra point. And it's going to be blocked or no good.
Yeah, he kind of stumbled on that. The hike wasn't, the snap wasn't there, so that will do it.
All right, we'll go ahead with the score 6-0 with 8:57 left in the first quarter. We'll take a break here on TSC NKTelco Sport.
Well-paid Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Welcome back to Ford Field, where Marion Local enjoying a 6-point lead. I'm going to hand it back over to AJ real quick. What was the stats on that drive?
It was 4 plays, 87 yards, and Peyton Oddie, 75-yard run to give the Marion Local Flyers a 6-0 lead.
And the sad thing is, one of those plays was actually for a reception for -3 yards. So, again, ball going to be kicked off deep. Picked up and brought up the middle. Oh, and a nice pop right at the 25.
Yeah, Zach Rogers felt that one and got it to about the 25-yard line.
Is number 23 for Marion Local, just absolutely annihilated on that kickoff. All right, we'll go ahead and we'll do the starting lineups for Walpock's offense now. At quarterback, you got Brandon Goulet, number 10. Fullback, Connor Meckstroth. 24, Jay Smallin at tailback. At wideout, you're going to have Caden Seifring. Tight end, you're going to have number 17, Tyler Hauser. At tackle, you're going to have Carl Rostifer and Trevor Houts. At guard, it's going to be Jake Kirkpatrick and Nate Schneider, and center Patrick Schultz. And the other wideout's going to be Caleb Walter.
Oh, that's going to be a face mask right there. Yep.
Flag on the field.
We're going to have a face mask on that.
So that's a quick way to pick up 15.
Good defensive penetration by Marion Local on that jet sweep where they got Jay Smallin right there in the backfield, but it's going to cost them with probably a 15-yard penalty here. Again,
starting lineups brought to you by Sydney Auglaze Audiology. On the defensive side for Marion Local, it's going to be Josh Kuther, Kevin Partington, Robbie Busher, Aiden Eifert, Darren Meyer, Dylan Fleck, Connor Bruns, Carson Griesdorn, Nathan Busher, Peyton Oddie, and Owen Renler. Now, the one thing you'll notice about the two teams, even though the one comes from a larger enrollment in school, there's just about as many players playing both ways. Passed outside to the wideout, number 11, Caleb Walter, picking up just a few.
That's going to be close to a first down there.
And they're giving it to him. Move the chains.
So they'll give it 3 yards to him, and that's a first down.
And this is exactly what Walpock needs to do. They need to have an immediate response. And that's one of the best sights these eyes have seen in a while. The lights are officially turned on.
And these are new lights. They put these in during the spring, and it's going to be a lot brighter when the sun goes down.
Quarterback handing the ball right up the middle. Going to be a pickup of 1.
As you could see the lights here on the screen here. I mean, they did this one and they did it on the soccer field. HD lights.
Jay Smallin only getting 1 yard on that. The defense again just caving in.
Yeah, just a little dive play. I mean, they're just trying to toy with them. You know this, Matt, with St. Mary's. They do the same thing. They toy with them, and all of a sudden, boom, they break one.
Well, it seems like number 20, Dylan Fleck, is going wherever the quarterback's going. And there's a quick sack for a loss of 5.
Yeah, they tried the counter play with Jay Smallin, and the defensive line is really getting nice penetration up front.
Kevin Partington in there with that sack.
Yeah, the offensive line's got to really step it up for Walpock to establish this drive.
So Walpock looking to add something here. 3rd down and forever if you're a Walpock team. So 3rd and 13. Ball going to be snapped from 37. Or 32, I'm sorry. 3 wide out. Sweep going the opposite way. A lot of field. Only a gain of 6. Or we'll give them 5.
Yeah.
That's going to bring up 4th and forever for Walpock.
Now they faked the jet sweep. They got Braden Goulet there up the middle. Got about 5 yards, but it's going to end up in another punt situation for Walpock.
Yeah, unfortunately, Walpock unable to break through that tough front 5 that's being laid out there between the nose guard, the two tackles, and the ends. So good job by Marion Local. Back to punt is going to be number 1.
Actually, it's number 4, Caden
Is it number
Seafree.
4?
Yeah. Tough to see it, believe me. It's tough to see it.
Pretty good punt.
Yeah.
Takes it down to the 28, 29. And that's where Marion Local will take over on downs. We'll go ahead and we'll take a break. Well, let's go ahead and just keep it here for this one if we could. The defenses and offenses already swapped out. So far what we've seen is kind of what we was expecting. We was expecting Marion Local to come out, rush it. And going back to the keys of the game, for Walpock, it was control that defense of line, and they haven't done that yet.
And the one thing is, it's just Marion Local's being more physical right now. Walpock has to step it up. Maybe it's first game nerves for some of these kids. I mean, some of these kids haven't been on those Friday Night Light stage here, and I think these first couple minutes, okay, now the butterfly should be out. Let's get back. Let's play some football now. So I think that's. And I think that's what Coach Moyer and Coach Truesdale, the defensive coordinator, is trying to tell these guys. Let's go. Come on. We're better than this. And we'll see how they establish here defensive-wise if they can get a 4 and out here for Marion Local.
Looks like they took a short time out there, and that sponsor tonight is by Precision Strip. The one thing I do want to point out, though, when you're Marion Local has been playing a lot of Division 4, Division 5, Division 6 teams. When they do these opening games, everybody plays a foe. It's not too often you get to go to a county team that is the biggest team in the county.
Right.
And they're playing that giant
Right.
the way they want to right now. Going under center this time. Going to be handed off on the sweep, and a nice penetration by Walpock there, number 17.
Tyler Hauser, I'll tell you, he did a nice job last year establishing himself on that defensive line. And you could see right here, on the defensive end right there, no way they were stopping him. He got right through and got him for a sack for -3 yards on that. Nice
outside containment. And that's mainly what you got to do. If they're coming to the outside and you're the end, it's all on you. If you're going to go inside like he did, you better get to that tackle. Right. Nice adjustment by Walpock too, putting him on the strong side of the field.
Right.
Just a little outlet pass to the far side. Going to get them back up to the line of scrimmage.
But I'll tell you what, Braden Goulet had that right in the backfield. He just tried to arm tackle. He breaks down and makes that tackle. You know, that's another 5-yard loss.
Well, absolutely. And that's the big thing with Marion, too. When they get behind the sticks, it's not a good thing for them.
Right.
I mean, they're kind of like every other team around here with 3 yards in a cloud of dust, and sometimes they get lucky and they get 10 and 20.
Right.
So Marion coming back out 2 wide. Going to go 3 wide to the strong side of the field. Got Walpock on the spread. Oh, they're saying Walpock jumped. I did not see contact on that. Yep. But regardless, they're going to put a 5-yard penalty on number 57.
And I think that's a big play right now. I mean, Walpock had right now the advantage, 3rd and long right here, and you look at it. Yep, the nose tackle right there. He came across. And Austin Brown, I mean, big kid, nice kid, I'll tell you, but that's a mental mistake that they can't have. Now it's 3rd and 5, and this could be big for Marion Local.
Back in the shotgun, looks like they're looking to pass. Going to throw it back wide open as number 25 trips over his own feet at the 49. And that's going to be a big gain for Marion Local. Takes it out to the 50.
That's a 16-yard wheel route is what they ran right there.
Kyle Oddie wide
Yeah.
open.
And that's a nice play call by Coach Godwin there.
Yeah, definitely a running down, or what you would think would be a running down, and they just wheeled it on out. Marion Local in the eye, quarterback under center. Going to be another pass, trying to open it up. Then the Wapak defense has got him. That's going to be grounding. That did not make it back to the line.
I don't see a flag yet.
Do not see a flag, but that ball was 6 yards short. But he was out of the tackle box.
But I'll tell you right now, Zach Rogers got away with, he was getting burnt down on that sprint pass, because Peyton Oddie had him wide open right there, and there was a little hold on Zach Rogers. The guy that got away with it, but good defensive penetration. That forced Oddie in some frustrating positions, so now it's a 2nd and long.
All right, Marion Local back in the shotgun, 2nd and 10. Looks like it's going to be a passing down. Going to move it right up the middle. Same play they scored on before. Only gets a gain of 3, so good adjustment by Wapak there, controlling the middle of the field.
Yeah, it's kind of, Wapak runs the same play. It's a fake jet sweep, and it's just Peyton Oddie reading that, and he read it again, but good job by Wapak by clogging up the middle.
And give Tyler Hauser another nice tackle there. Getting to hear his name quite a bit. See what Wapak can come up with here. Marion now in Wapak territory down to the 47. Going to be 3rd and 7. Drop back pass. And just off the hands of number 2. Aiden Eifert had it in his hands.
Oh. Yeah, Austin Stauffer, his eyes got big and just couldn't come down with it, and that's going to force Marion Local into a punting situation.
That was definitely 6 the other way if he was to catch that ball.
Yeah, you look at that replay. Oh, yes, it had 6 red all over it.
Punts off, but a squibber, and it was a nice where it landed. It looks like it went out of bounds about at the 10-yard line, and that's where Wapak will take over, and we'll take a break here on TSC. Oh, well, we'll go ahead and keep it here. I'm sorry, I apologize for that. Offense coming back out, 2:06 left in the first quarter. Score 6-0. The Flyers leading.
Now that's a good defensive stand by Wapak. I think they needed that. I think the momentum is kind of shifting now. Now the offense has got to have an answer now. Let's see if Wapak can establish a drive here and really punch it in and make it one of those usual long drives.
I mean, on both sides of the ball for both teams, it's been good, solid ball. It's just one play that separates the two. And there's only 3 or 4 big plays in any game that decides it. Question is, can Wapak find one on their own? Looks like they're going to call a delay a game on Wapak.
I don't know. The offensive line was kind of switching around and moving around and kind of bouncing around. Yeah, they're going to give 5-yard penalty on that.
Well, now they are definitely in the shade of their end zone. And you know Marion's thinking, hey, if we can get a safety here, makes up for that 8. Good thing for Wapak, an 8-point score still only keeps them down by 1.
Yeah.
We'll see what Wapak does here. I think it's about time for 3 yards in a cloud of dust. They're going to pass it. Oh, bringing it down on the short side. Going to be a pickup of 3 or 4. Nice run by the quarterback, Braden Goulet.
Yeah, they tried to pump fake there, Goulet, but I think the cornerback didn't bite on it, so he ran out of options and had to take it.
So Marion Local set up to face a 2nd down and looks like 12. All lined up. Single back. Going to hand it off, and it's just snuffed out by Marion. Another loss of 4. Going to take it back to the 3-yard line. So Walpole deep within the shadow.
Yeah, they're trying to run the counter there, and it's the defensive line of Marion Local is getting the penetration, and they're not allowing that counter play to develop.
I mean, me personally, I'd like to see a wheel route right now. Something just to the outside, or maybe a waggle, or, wing right, waggle left. Anything to get the ball out to the strong side of the field and maybe give some running room.
And you look at it one-on-one right there with Caleb Walter on the outside.
Or maybe
look at that.
the middle for a nice 10-yard
nice.
pickup.
Connor Mextro, I'll tell you, that's a nice run right there. And
that's kind of what you're used to seeing out of Walpole, just hard-nosed football. Down to 1:05 left here in the first. Offense is going to come out. Our offensive punt team's coming out to boot it away. Number 4, Peyton Noddy back to kick. Or I'm sorry, I apologize. That'd be Caden Seifring back to kick. Back to receive, it's going to be number 4, Peyton Noddy. See if Walpole gets this off. I'm sure Marion's coming for it. Nice job getting it off. Ball received at 47, coming around to the strong side. And going to be tackled there at the 37-yard line is Marion Local. So 26 seconds left here in the quarter. We'll go ahead and keep it right here.
yeah, Walpole, I mean, defensively, I mean, yeah, they got some work to do because Marion Local's got some nice field position right here. And I think a good stand here will still push that momentum towards Walpole.
Oh, absolutely.
But the offense they're just having trouble getting going right now, and it's just because of that defensive line. That defensive line is really frustrating Wapakoneta.
Ball going to be coming right up the middle, and he's going to be stacked.
Wow.
Maybe 2 yards deep.
Joey Truesdale.
So nice tackle on the defensive side for Walpole there, only giving up 2 yards. Going to be 2nd and 8.
Nice fundamental tackle, broke it down, pushed him back. I mean, that's what hopefully you're taught in midget football there.
Well, absolutely. Looks like there's a timeout. Or that's going to be the end of the quarter. We'll go ahead and we'll take a timeout here as well on with TSC.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
You're on the go and don't have time for cords to be tying you down. That's why TSC created the Cord Cutter Bundle. You get big savings for bundling internet and cable, and there's no phone requirement. Choose from 20 megabyte, 50 megabyte, or 100 megabyte speeds. No phone, minimal TV, and all lightning fast internet. Ask about the Cord Cutter Bundles and come home to TSC.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Welcome back to Ford Field, Walpole Ford Field here. AJ, we're coming off a precision strip timeout between the quarters here, and Marion Local has the ball looking to extend.
Yeah, that quarter, I'll tell you what, it was dominated by Marion Local. Yardage-wise, it was 108 yards to 38. That tells you right there the defense Marion Local is bringing tonight. So let's see the second quarter how that develops.
And Walpole on the flip side just giving up the one play. Deep pass, and
nice
a nice
recovery.
job of being broken up. Give that to number 12, Zach Rogers.
Yeah, that was a nice recovery. He was wide open, but I think Adi just hung it up just a little too long for him to allow Zach Rogers to follow up on that.
Yeah, if Owen Rindler was maybe 2 inches taller, he could have came over and grabbed it, but nice timing play there by Walpole. Makes it 3rd and 7. Here's your replay.
Yeah, he just a little too long right there, and it allowed Zach Rogers to recover. So, good play by Zach Rogers.
So it's Sydney kind of in that no man's land. We'll see how many they get here. Nice job of covering them up. Puts them down to the 32-yard line. Going to be 3 short. I say they go for this one.
Yeah, the way things are going right now, I mean, Peyton Oddie is running the ball very nicely right now. I mean, you got 4th and 3. It's
Austin Brown, number 69, just checked in. He's the offensive lineman, 6'4", 365. So you've got a lot of size in the middle right now on this short 4th down and 3.
And he's only a sophomore.
Ball's going to the outside. There's a block in the back they missed, and he tiptoed down and got the first down. Going to take it down to the 26. Not sure how they quite missed that block in the back, but they did. So Marion Local still driving. Nice run by their quarterback.
Yeah, you look at the replay here. I mean, it's just a nice read, finding that hole right there, and good blocking up front. Yes, you do see the block in the back there, but it's just, that's Marion Local football right there.
Well, I was looking for the yellow. There has not been much come out, just that one delay of game penalty and a face mask. That's pretty much it. And Marion Local's playing pretty much flawless, well, minus the face mask.
Right.
Ball,
nice hit.
Poke.
Connor Mextro.
Just absolutely lit him up. That's going to be a short gain of 2. So 2nd and 8. Marion Local driving down to the 23. If you're Walpock, this is definitely where you want to tighten up. You cannot fall behind. With the experience of that these coaches bring into this game, with all the state championships and everything else, this is not the team you want to fall down by 2 against.
Right.
3 wide to the far side. Make it 4 now. That's definitely going to be a run if you're a Marion fan. And that's exactly what they did. Spread it out and ran it to death down for a nice 12-yard gain. That'll take it all the way down to the 14, 13-yard line. Make it 1st and 10, Marion Local.
Yeah, that's a nice run by Peyton Oddie. I'll tell you, just watching him see it and hitting those holes and everything. The blocking up front has been a nice. They've done a nice job tonight doing that so far. And Peyton, that's how Peyton's getting his yards. And for this first half, he's almost got 100 yards rushing.
Absolutely. We got a timeout on the field, so we'll take a precision strip timeout here as well. 10:20 left. Flyers up 6-0 here on NKTelco Sports, presented by TSC.
Oakley's and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing needs, and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Welcome back to Ford Field. Matt Everidge alongside me is AJ Lisi. And AJ, Marion Local doing what they do. They're just driving methodically.
They're doing what they're used to doing. I mean, that's what it is. It's being physical and really showing Walpock what they're all about.
So they keep going out to the outside. They've found something out there on the far side of the field that they're exploiting. But it seems like every time Walpock lines up, number 17 on the whichever side they're running from him at this point. You know, they don't want to go towards Tyler Hauser.
Yeah, it's pretty much textbook right now. I mean, that's what they're looking at, and they're reading it real well. Good adjustment by Coach Godwin.
So I wouldn't be surprised to see them go 3 wide to the right. If the running back comes over towards us, it's definitely a quarterback run. I mean, that's just basic Marion Local football.
Yep. Good
Here
call,
comes
Matt.
Down our side.
But nice job of containing them right there.
Absolutely, knock them back.
Yeah. Austin Brown's in there, and
looks like a fumble might have come out, is what Hauser was calling.
I think they're giving forward progress on that. That's what they're going to do. But right there, I mean, no gain on that play. That's huge right now because that puts them 3rd and 7. I mean, that's pretty big right now. See if Walpole can really challenge them right now.
Nice job on the front 4 for Walpole, so makes it a 3rd and a long 7. See what Marion comes up with on this play. Down to 8:52 left in the second quarter. If you're just joining us, Flyers on top 6-0 on a big run. Got a timeout on the field, so we'll take a precision strip timeout here on NKTelco Sports presented by TSC.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
Welcome back to Walpole Ford Field. Marion local on just a long drive here. They got the ball with a minute left in the 4th, and it's down almost 4 minutes gone in this quarter already, AJ.
Yeah.
Just eating it away.
No, they've been methodical in their play calling. I mean, like you said earlier, they found something on the outside. They've been using the outside away from Tyler Hauser, and you were calling it. Once you saw the 3 wide receivers on one side, you knew where it was going. And Peyton Otte's done a nice job running the ball and following his blocks, which is great for Marion local. But I think that's the adjustment Walpole's got to look at when going into halftime to see what they can do to adjust to that.
Absolutely. One of the keys of the game was controlling that clock, and Marion local's doing it like a champ. Quick throw out to the outside. Going to be a pickup.
They're going to be short.
They're going to be short.
Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. They're going to push them right in the end zone. Wow.
What a push by Marion local. Players coming to their receiver and shoved him in for the last 3 yards. Oh, the defense is your heart just goes out to the defense for Walpole at this point. I mean, they had him stopped a yard short. Here's the replay. Just short little pass.
Nice block there, but it's just a matter of they're tackling high. Look where they're at. They're trying to tackle them up here. You get them down low, you're going to push them back. And you got to look at Marion locals. A lot of farm boys. They're very strong up here, and that's the one thing you got to do is you got to hit them low.
Yeah, if you're Austin Stauffer there, you got to be careful. Kick up, and it looks like it's going to be good. Takes the score 13-0. But helmet came off. At that point in time, you're supposed to release and let go, but it didn't make any difference. Score 13-0 now, Marion local. We'll go ahead and we'll keep it here. You know, point in time, Coach Moyer can just, he's had plenty of time to talk with his offense while that drive just did happen.
Yeah.
If you're a Walpole fan, good news is it's 8:41. You're in game 1. Now it's time to motivate. Now, you know, this is the coach's drive here. He's done it twice, had 3 good looks so far with the ball. Let's see what we can get motivated, and if nothing else, flip this field.
Right, and they're not out of this game by any means.
Absolutely not.
It takes 1 or 2 plays. I mean, you always tell players 1 or 2 plays, boom, you're back in it. So it's just Walpole's got to believe they can do that against Marion local, and I think they can. I mean, they got the talent, they got the athletes to do it. It's just about believing, and I think this is going to be an important drive for Walpole offensive series to see where their heads are right now.
Well, I can remember back in my days, St. Mary's, we had a 6-0 lead in the state game, and it was that 6-point lead for 3 straight quarters before it finally got broken up, and at the end of the 4th, the game finally got opened up. And so this game's got plenty of time for Walpole here.
I'm happy. I was going to say, I'm happy you didn't come back with, well, back in our day, Matt, you know, I was walking to school 5 miles in 5 feet of snow, you know.
Such a nice kickoff, and Walpock's got the ball to the outside, and that's going to bring them up to the 28, so a nice return.
Yeah.
Good kick by Kevin Parting. He's getting that ball down to the 15 consistently, and that's odd to see for a high school. Normally don't have many good place kickers.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. I mean, Jace Mullen did a nice job running it back, and, you know, a lot of these kickers, I mean, for Walpock's side, Mike Watt does a nice job with our kickers, punting and showing the techniques and everything, does a nice job. And, you know, we've had some punters go on to college and punt just because Mike Watt he punted at Capital when he was in school, and he shows them everything, and that's how they advance.
All right, Walpock coming out with no backs in the backfield, looking to light up the passing. And that was a nice outlet pass down to the ground. There was nothing there. He got rid of the ball. Good job by the quarterback just to get rid of the ball. So good job for Goulet there.
Yeah, but once again, the pressure came because the defensive line is not establishing their block. You see the fake jet sweep. I think they were looking for Connor Mextro on a dump pass, but right there, nice coverage by Marion Local.
Small fundamentals.
Yep.
That's going to be the difference. See what Walpock can't draw up here on 2nd down and 10. I'd be surprised if they went to the air 2 in a row. Normally Walpock like to pick up a few yards, so they know it's, get it 3rd and manageable at this point. Whistles, and looks like there's going to be a timeout by Walpock. We'll take one as well here. So precision strip timeout on the field. Marion Local leading 13-0. 8:32 left in the second.
The Hometown Opportunity Platform is exceptional.
It is focused, laser focused on the careers in our 4-county region.
100% of the time we go to Hometown Opportunity. We've had great success from a handful of applications when we need them, as well as a recent one where we had 67 applicants.
Honestly, it's a competitive advantage.
The Hometown experience has been everything I could have dreamed of and more.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Ford Field. If you're just joining us, score 13-0 Redskins, 8:32 left in the second. Pretty exciting game so far though, AJ, for the first game of the year.
Yeah, I mean, it's you love these type of games. It's a physical ball game. I mean, they're hitting hard in the trenches. I mean, that's what football's all about. But Marion Local showing what type of football they play, and Walpock's not used to that. And I'll tell you what, it's still a good game. I mean, it's 13-0. I mean, it's not they're not out of it yet. So Walpock just has plenty of time to come back.
This ball's going to be handed. Oh, nope, he's going to keep it. Quarterback keeper right up the middle, nothing gained. So chalk it up, 3rd and 10. Talking to Coach Tim Goodwin this week, he talked about a lot of injuries on the on the Marion Local side, and you're not going to see the best Marion Local team tonight.
Right.
If this isn't the best Marion Local team, they're kind of when you have a dynasty like they do, and I don't use that term lightly. They've been there, they've earned it.
Right.
The next man just steps up. It's leadership.
Exactly.
So Walpock facing a 3rd and 10. Ball's released over the fingertips of the receiver, outstretched, uncatchable for number 11, Caleb Walter. And that's going to bring up 4th and 10. And like you said earlier, the kicking game here's where Walpock has a chance to flip the field.
Right.
Punter's been averaging around 40 yards on each of his punts. We'll see if he can't do that now. So Caden Seaframe back to punt. Back to receive, it's going to be number 13, Owen Rindler, and number 4, Peyton Noddy. It's going to be a nice kick, fair catch taken at the 38, and did exactly what you wanted.
Yeah.
You flipped the field on him, nice 32-yard punt. Offense and defense switching out.
And it was a nice high punt. It helped their defense get down there, and Marion Local couldn't do anything. So now it's up to the defense to see if they can stop them right here on this offensive drive.
And that's what kind of makes it nice when you have a punter that can actually get that height. It really does help your team to get down there, and it forces a lot of fair catches.
Right.
I mean, and when it's that high, it's also harder to judge it on the catch. So, I mean, you get more chances at turnovers. But speaking of turnovers, that's what Wapak needs right here.
Yep.
Stand in, hold the middle ground, and get the ball. Ball snapped high, going to be handed off right up the middle in the 6-0 hole, and a little bit of arguing between two players there on the backside, but that was a nice play all the way around.
Yeah, Austin Brown, and trying to see Mason Rose little extracurricular activity after the play.
If that's a sophomore, I hate to see him when he's a senior. That's a good-sized football player you got right there in the middle here in football.
You should have seen him when he was a sixth grader. I was there when he was a sixth grader. Holy cow. There were a lot of midget football teams were afraid of him.
I can absolutely believe that. Going to bring 2nd and 6. Ball handed off to the far side. Nice cut up and a pickup of 10.
There's
we'll take the ball.
Flag on the play too.
We'll see what the.
It's going to be holding.
So depending on where that was thrown, we'll see how far back it takes them. After everything last year of watching the high school games where the center kept the ball the full time, and it's just nice to see things getting back to what I don't want to use the word normal, but kind of getting back to normal. So 2nd and 10, Marion lining up after the 10-yard penalty. Actually, it came back to be about a 13-yard loss for them, so Wapak with another chance here. Looking for a jet sweep to the far side.
A nice hit.
Nice pop.
Oh, look,
nice
right there.
And he brought the ball back out with him.
Awesome.
And that's going to
be a turnover. Nice job. He put the hit on it. That ball got loose, and Austin Stauffer did a nice job.
So we're going to do the replay here.
Yeah, you see the jet sweep by Nathan Busher. And it's just, boom, Austin Stauffer pretty much just takes it away from him and gets the turnover.
Just a great job of defense there. We spoke about that. That's what Wapak needed, was a turnover, and here's one of those 1 or 2 plays that can change the face of this game. So let's see what Wapak does with it. You know, you're on the defensive side right now looking at them, and you know coming off that field, and as the offense came on, they was like, okay, we've done this. Let's see what you can do.
Yeah.
So Wapak in the huddle coming out. First time in Marion territory. Going way wide to the right. It's number 11, Caleb Walter.
There's a lot of movement. We're going to have a timeout by Travis Moyer.
Yep, timeout by Moyer. We'll go ahead and keep it here for this timeout. So you got all the options in the world. You got 6:29, which is an eternity for either one of these teams. Do you think Wapak comes out with the pass, or are they going to go back to the roots?
I think they're going to go back to the roots. I just think they're starting to crack that armor. I think they have to just keep going at it, because that armor's going to break eventually. The passing game's not there. They're just not in any flow as far as the passing game. I think they need to do a lot of, Braden Goulet's doing a nice job running the ball. I think he's starting to find a little hole here and there. I think the big key right now is Jace Mullen, the running back, has to find that stride. All right, they've really contained him. He had a nice year last year running the ball. He had a few games last year where he was over 100 yards rushing. I think that's the big key. If we can get Jace Mullen going, I think that's going to be a key right now and going into the second half.
I mean, make no mistake with this Wapak team. You have a very well-aged team here. You have 20 returning starters, or lettermen, I should say.
Right.
So you got a lot of experience on that field. Good job of spreading it out. And they're going to bring it around the end, and he's going to get the corner, and he's got it. Nice little pickup down to 31. That's what they need. Start 1 first down at a time. So first down for Wapak, takes it down to the 31. Great little run to the outside.
Yeah, Jace Mullen right there. I mean, it's Right there, little sweep right here, bouncing it out to the outside. He's got speed. I'll tell you, he's got nice speed. That's where they need to establish him on the outside.
Nice outside contain there by number 8, chasing him down. Biggest thing on that play that happened for everybody, though, was there's no collision. So you got 11 free yards, no damage to the players. I mean, that's like a gift. If they can do that all night long, Wapak would run the ball out. That was a false start.
We're going to get a false start.
A little bit too exciting on that drive for old Jay Small. He was ready to go, and nobody else was. I've always liked that call on the field where it's a false start with everybody but the center. You know, kind of makes it like, hey, we can't blame the big guy.
Yeah.
I guess that was a false start on everybody but Jay Small. He was moving. He's ready. All right, so brings up 1st and 15. Wapak looks like they're set up for just about the same play.
They're going to get Mextro. Yeah.
Yeah, Mextro's tackled quickly.
Yeah.
Nice job on the inside by Marion Local's linebackers.
They're going to lose about 1 on that.
Yeah. Nose tackle Kevin Partington just came in and blew that play up. And that's that thing when you're playing the trap game.
Yeah.
Only 1 block misses, and it's over. 11 players doing the exact thing perfect. We've seen that happen one time tonight, and it was a huge run.
That's right. Oh,
just a little too hard on the hands for number 11, Caleb Walter, to hold. Going to bring up a 3rd and long.
Little wide receiver screen right there. They had it set up, I'll tell you. But it was just a little too hard. That's what I'm talking about. There's just no flow in the passing game right now. And it's going to be a 3rd and long now.
Yep. Good news is you have 2 downs. If you're Wapak, it's nothing for Wapak to pick up 6-7 yards at a time. So I would go back to the run here to see what you got left for 4th, because you're already kind of in no man's land.
You're right now. I think you're in 4-down territory, and so let's chip away. Get 8 here and get 8 in the next play. Nice play right there.
Nice pickup. That's going to leave a scary 2nd and 10. That's a dangerous play. So many things on your clipboard that says we can gain 2 yards. Here's our replay. Ball just right up the middle.
Yeah, a little dump play to the tight end right there, number 4, Caden Seifering.
Nice job, Wapak passing over the strength of the defense there. So here's 4th down and a long 2. See what Wapak draws up.
And they have no timeout, so they really can't try to get him to jump here.
I do like spreading the field.
There's a hole right there.
Oh, he just missed the hole. Bringing it back the far side, still looking, throws, and there is an interception. Going to be picked up there by number 8 going to the far side. Nice tackle for the offensive player, but unfortunately turnovers are now even.
Cale Ross, I think, saved a touchdown there.
You know, but let's be honest. What happened there? If the player would have dropped the ball, they actually would have gained 20 yards.
Yeah.
So I don't hate that play by Wapak.
Nah, it's just trying to create there. I mean, as athletic as Braden Goulet is right here on the replay, you look at it, there was nothing he could do on that.
Absolutely.
And he tried to force something, and that caused a turnover.
First 2 or 3 seconds of that first, at the beginning of the play, he could have went up the middle in the hole.
Yeah.
Possibly got the yards.
Right.
But, you know, who are we to second guess? Yeah. We're up here announcing we're the old men in the group. Ball going right up the middle for Marion. It's going to be a pickup of 1. That was a hard-fought yard by the fullback, Derek Fleck. Sets them back up for a 2nd down and 8. I do believe this is the worst starting field position Marion's had all night.
Yeah.
Now, if you're Wapak, you know, if you can stop them here, you'll get the ball back with about 3 minutes left on the clock. So, see what they can't do. Marion's starting to spread them out again. I look for them to go to that weak side. That's what they do.
Yep, there you go.
It's going to be a nice pickup
Yeah,
Give them 7 on that.
Yeah, I'd say 6 or 7 on that.
We'll take the ball out to the 24. Going to be 3rd down and 2. This is probably the biggest play of the first half of the game.
Yeah.
If you're a Wapak Redskin fan, time to pin those ears back.
Exactly.
Right at it.
I mean, I'll tell you what. Watch Peyton Oddie. We could probably fake that jet sweep. Watch him go up the middle again. But he's going under center, so.
So under center, ball coming straight up the middle. Right at
and they're going to stop. Nice stop.
They held it.
Nice stop.
That's going to be a 4th and a half a yard, and that means you bring your punter on at this point.
I'll tell you what, the defensive line really stepped up right there on that play. I mean, they really gave them nothing right there, and that was led by Cale Rostifer right up the middle.
Here's your replay.
Yeah, you look at Cale Rostifer, boom, right there. You got Austin Brown right there in the middle too, so that's tough.
I will be shocked if Marion. I think Marion's just letting the play clock go down. They may even take a penalty here. You know, it's hard to tell. You know, 25 or the 20 punting.
No, they got 2 timeouts. They got 2 timeouts, so they'll probably take a timeout here.
But Marion, they're kind of the wily team that really wouldn't surprise me if they didn't come out after this timeout and go for it.
You got to look at Marion Local's team right now. I mean, I'll tell you what, they're still a solid team. They're bringing pretty much their whole defense back from last year, and they did a great job last year with only 1 loss and losing in the regional finals. Offensively, that was going to be the question mark coming into this game, and I'll tell you what, Peyton Oddie has really turned that question mark into a positive that they do still have the weapons to do it. So Wapak on the other end, I mean, they still have question marks, but like I said before, they're not out of this by any means. It just takes 1 or 2 plays and they're back in it. And right now they're going to get decent field position with 2.5 to go.
Well, if you're Wapak on this one, do you go after the ball?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I'd try to go get them. You know, I mean, what do you got to lose?
Well, right now in the MAC conference, you have the St. Henry Redskins beating Covington 28-0. You have Kenton losing to Coldwater 21-0. You have New Bremen Cardinals beating Marion 14-7. That's the Marion Giants.
Yeah, Marion.
There's the punt. We'll see how. Oh, they're going for it.
Oh, they're going for it.
They went for it.
Wow. And I think they got it.
It looks like they're going to give it to them.
Wow,
that is a gutsy play.
A gutsy play.
Tim Goodwin, gutsy play this early in the season.
But you know what? You look at it right now, it's not a bad play because they've pretty much controlled Wapak's defensive line pretty much this first half.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, all you need is 1 yard. Well, we can push them back. I mean, there's nothing. So, gutsy call by Tim Goodwin, but, you know, you got to look at the situation.
Marion set up now, 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Ball's going to be handed off, coming around the outside again. Nice tackle. Give that one to number 12 for the defense. That's going to be Zach Rogers. Nice open field tackle.
They're getting about 2 yards on that play.
Other scores around the league. Marion Local up 13-0 here on our game. Then we got Fort Laramie up 14-7 against Minster. Fort Recovery Indians and the Wayne Trace Raiders 0-0. Crestview Knights is 0-0. And St. Mary's is down 3-7 to London. Now you look at that, and that's 3 WBL teams playing 3 MAC teams, and all 3 are losing.
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, the Kenton Wildcats, that's a team that has a lot of coming back, and that's a good team. And Coldwater, I mean, you know Coldwater. I mean, they're a good team also.
Yeah, people look in the history of, you know, how the MAC formed and everything else. Your teams like Coldwater, they used to be in the WBL until 1978.
Right.
And they helped form that MAC league.
Right.
But, I mean, unless you live in Odessa, Texas, and you're part of that league down there, that's the only other league in the U.S. you can actually compare to the MAC, because they're the only other team or the only other league that ever made the 100 championships.
Right.
I mean, it's amazing what that little league does pull out for small school Ohio.
Well, and you go back, you look at it, they don't start midget football until their 7th grade. I mean, they don't have midget football, actually.
Well, a lot of them play for the local WBL schools.
Yeah.
And that's where they get all their time.
Nice
That is a
tackle.
pop. Good job of not putting the head-to-head, but just putting it right in his chest.
Brady
That's probably
Goulet.
the best tackle we've seen all night by Goulet.
And I'll tell you what, that hurt. And Kyle Oddie is hurt right now. But that is just fundamental right there. I mean, you look at Caden Seifring missed one right there, but he comes back around, and here's Braden Goulet sitting right, waiting for him. Boom. Right there, off to the side. Good fundamental tackle.
Everything came down on that left shoulder, and that's what he is holding. That arm is a duck down there. Oh, now he's holding his stomach. But that, I mean, you hate to see that for any player. I mean, you know, we hope everything is good and stuff, but that's kind of where, with 17 seconds left, is this play going to make a difference? And was it worth it?
Yeah.
Sadly, you know, I believe we'll see him back for the second half.
Yeah.
But for Walpock, that's something you can build off of.
I mean, that's a good defensive play.
You look over in the stands, you know, Marion traveled pretty well. They filled the middle section up, you know, which is pretty good for a smaller village town. But then you look on this Walpock side, there is a lot of red and white out here.
Well, this is the first time they've all come in and seen, like, we got the new stands in here. We've done a lot of upgrading around here, the facilities, the lighting, as we talked about earlier. I mean, there's a lot of great things that have happened at the stadium, but it took a year for everybody to see it because a lot of stuff did get done last year. And it looks like that's going to be the end of the first half.
Yep, that's going to be the end of the first half here. Clock ticks down to 3, 2, and 1. Marion local Flyers leading the Walpock Redskins here at Walpock Ford Field. This is a presentation of NKTelco Sports through TSC. We'll be back with our halftime stats.
Capped, we use hometown opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Walpock Ford Field. AJ, you know, it's going to need to be a tale of two halves. We'll go ahead and we'll look at the halftime stats here with AJ.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell where you see where the problem is. I mean, 139 to 41 in the rushing yards. I mean, it's pretty much even in the passing yards, but the big 75-yard touchdown by Peyton Oddie is huge right now. Each team has a turnover. 6 first downs and 3 first downs, 13-0. I mean, it's not a blowout. I mean, Walpock's still in it, but the battle right now is between both lines. I mean, I tell you what, Marion Local is really getting the penetration on both sides of the ball, and I think that's where the key is in the second half, where Walpock needs to make some adjustments, especially on the defensive end. I mean, we talked about it in the first half. There's some things that Peyton Oddie you got to read. All right, 3 wide receivers on one side. You put Kyle Oddie on the other side with them. You know Peyton's going to is going to sweep to the other side. I mean, those are things that I know Coach Nick Truesdale will adjust to, because talking to him, he does a good job at doing that. Offensively, I think they need to establish the run game. They need to get their passing attack. They got to establish that running game.
Absolutely.
Jace Mullen has to start seeing that ball to get it to the outside, and then Connor Mextra will establish the inside. If you can get that in the second half, that will open up your passing game, and I think that's what the offense needs to go right now.
Absolutely. Just going back to the fundamentals. Like we said, score here 13-0. We'll go ahead and give you some scores for local teams around the WBL. Rough Riders right now, St. Mary's down to London Red Raiders 7-3. The Bath Wildcats up 7-0 on the Bowling Green Bobcats. The Coldwater Cavaliers up 28-6 on the Kenton Wildcats. The Eastwood Eagles up 28-7 on Ottawa Glandorf Titans. The Van Wert Cougars up 27-7 on the Bryan Golden Bears. And the Salina Bulldogs down 21-0 against Versailles. It looks like Van Wert picking up where they left off last year. I do know that Shawnee and Defiance both won yesterday.
Yeah.
They had the openers. And so where do you think the WBL is going to sit this year when it's all
look, I'll tell you, the cream of the crop, I look at Van Wert. I mean, they're the defending champs. A lot of people back. They got a lot of experience back. They're going to be the cream of the crop. OG, I see up there. I mean, you got to put Wapak and St. Mary's because they as long as they've been successful too. Dark horse could be Kenton. I mean, you look at Kenton right now; they're down to Coldwater, 28-0. But WBL's always been a tough league year after year after year, and with Wapak playing Marion local right now, you can see where they need to work going into the league, and that's why it was so important for them to schedule this home and home series with them. St. Mary's the same way. They scheduled London this year, and I think that's the same thing. They're seeing where they're at, and that will help them towards league. And it is very important for these teams, and you're starting to see it, to schedule that opening game to be the toughest you can, because yes, the points matter because of your computer rankings for the playoffs, but it also shows, okay, where do I need to be when come league play? I mean, that's where I think head coaches are starting to see it.
Absolutely. We'll go ahead and we'll wrap up with the MAC updates now. It's going to be the St. Henry Redskins are up 28-0 on the Covington Bucks. On down the line, Coldwater Cavaliers again up 28-6 on the Kenton Wildcats. The New Bremen Cardinal, state champions, up 21-7 on the Marion Giants, picking up where they left off. Fort Recovery Indians up 26-0 or 26-14 on the Wayne Trace Raiders. We already told you about the Salina game. Fort Laramie Redskins still beating Minster 21-7, and the Crestview Knights are beating the Parkway Panthers 21-0. I think the most convincing thing out of all of that right there is Minster has finally fallen off to the Fort Laramie teams.
But I'll tell you what, they've had a tough year. Galen Stokes took a nice job down I think in Cincinnati. Their head coach came in. I think something happened where he had a car accident and all that. So they're trying to. That's a tough situation. Yeah, that's a tough situation there. So hopefully that they recover from that. I mean, you got to look at the state of Ohio. MAC's the top league in the state of Ohio.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, you're gonna. It's tooth and nail, night after night when it comes football season.
I mean, these kids, pound for pound, you look down the roster, you're finding 6'2", 210, 6'1", 235. They're not small. They're small school, but they're not small players. And when you're in a farming community, you know, it is what it is.
Yep.
Same thing on the flip side of the Wapak Redskins. I think right now all they need is a little bit of confidence.
Yeah.
The good news is, if you can consider that, their defense is starting out this second half.
Right.
And they're the ones that have set the pace so far for the team. So I think you come out here, you get a good defensive stop.
Right.
You know, Katie, hold the door. We're coming busting through.
Exactly, and I think that's it. Like we've been saying, it takes one or two plays. I mean, you look at Austin Seifker, made that hit, took the ball away. There's a turnover. Boom, you're right there in scoring range. It just didn't. They turned the ball over back to Marion Local on the fourth down play, but that's a positive thing. So hopefully the momentum shifts right here in the second half, that their defense gets a stop and their offense can pick it up.
The most important thing for Marion here on this first offensive series, we hope to see Kyle Lottie back out here.
Right.
Took a nice poke there at the end of the second quarter. Like I said, you know, two different leagues here, two very well represented leagues in the state. You know, but we don't want to see any harm come to any of their players whatsoever.
Right.
I mean, that's the one thing I've always said with the WBL, with the MAC, with the GWAC even. We are blessed with some of the best high school sports if people would just get out and support your local team. I promise you, you can't go wrong.
No, you can't. You're right.
All right, line it up to kick it off here is going to be number 9 for the Marion Local Flyers. And that will be Riley Bruns. Another nice deep kick down to the 8. Marion Local's got it, bringing it back. I apologize, that was Kyle Beach, number 9 for Wapak, kicking off. Ball returned out to the 30-yard line where Marion Local take over, 1st and 10, 31. I expect Marion to come out and do the same thing they did, just run it outside.
Like we said, Peyton Oddie was close to 100 yards that first half, so you're going to see him run the ball a little more. And as you can see, it looks like Kyle Oddie is back on the field, so that is positive news for the Marion Local Flyers.
Yep, anytime you can get your best back out there and keep him out there, that is a major plus. So ball going to be handed off to him right up the middle. And I think it's the best thing you can do for any player. After you take a nice lick, get back out there, let it happen again, and keep it going.
Brought down by Jacob Schrader. 2nd down.
Thought it'd be cool enough to lift the window up. I'm just not quite there.
Not yet. Not quite yet.
Okay, so the ball going to be placed down at the 36-yard line. Going to be 2nd and 5. Marion, they do such a great job of spreading out their offense. I really like the way they set that up. Going to be coming to the strong side of the field. Quarterback keeper. Hit the corner. Nice trip up there by number 20 for.
I think we saved 6 there. I mean, that's
a nice. Be number 10.
Yeah, Brady Goulet.
Goulet with a nice shoestring tackle. Still get a 1st down of it. Takes the ball to the 42. 1st and 10. Marion driving. Here's your replay.
Yeah, just pretty much a quarterback sweep, and once again, I mean, Peyton Oddie running the ball.
I mean, Marion's consistently, rather calling it right, but they're running away from big number 17. You know, Tyler Hauser not getting many runs coming right at him. And that's right up the middle for another gain of 5.
And I'll tell you what, they're starting to establish that inside game now with Kyle Oddie, and that's just going to open up that outside for Peyton and gaining big yards. This is the bread and butter for Marion Local.
Yeah, you look down there and you see that blue and gold, but that blue and gold is spread out. I think St. Mary's going to learn a lot from this. Either keep that 10 out of the box. Walpock's starting to creep up a little bit with their linebackers. See if they don't help control that line for the defense. And that's a nice tackle. Good hit by number 51, Mikey Lee.
It's a big stop, brings up 3rd down here, and about 3 yards.
And then again, is this 4-down territory? I mean, Marion going for it on that 4th and inches. That was crazy.
We said the same thing back in the first half, and Tim Goodwin proved us wrong.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to try to second guess him again.
That's why he makes the big bucks.
I'm pretty content to be down here. There's more parents in that stand that's going to yell at him tomorrow. So, drop back for a pass. Nice screen.
Oh, nice block.
And 1st down gain, taking him all the way down to the 45 in Wapak territory. Gain of 8. Gives them another new set of downs. 1st and 10, Marion on the drive. Here's your replay coming right at you.
Yeah, just audio on the swing right there. But 56, what a block right there.
And nice job by the guard, Nate Schneider, pulling out.
Yeah, Joey Truesdale was right there. He was ready to get that loss right there. But nice block by number 56, which is Jake Top.
I mean, if you watch Marion, when they do their screen passes, nothing is beyond the line of scrimmage. It's like their backstop. Nice run up the middle by the quarterback. Brandon Goulet picking up it'd be Peyton Oddie right up the middle.
I get it mixed up too. It happens.
It's too easy to
Yeah, it happens.
It's the first game of the year. We're supposed to have a few quirks here and there. But that does make it second and manageable. Seems like every play that they're running, they're picking up at least 5. Defense down. Again, right up out the outside. Popped out there, and another first down for Marion, making it look easy on these short runs.
That was an 8-yard gain right there, and it's just the blocking up front has just been tremendous for Marion Local tonight, and that's why they're able to run the ball the way they have been so far tonight.
Well, I think it's safe to say that Marion is very, very sound on the little things. I mean, fundamentals, they got it. I mean, they have it wrapped.
That's a nice play. Joey Truesdale came in and made a nice play, a nice tackle.
Nice tackle, gain of only 3. It's kind of what you like to see. Actually, give them only a gain of 1.
Gain
so
of 1.
2nd and 9.
But Matt, going back to what you were talking about, that's the head coach. I mean, that's where the head coach comes in. You're doing those fundamentals. You're sound defense. That's all because of the head coach, and that's why Tim Godwin is so successful with all the state titles, all the championships. That's why he's one of the best coaches in the state of Ohio.
I totally agree with everything you're saying there. Marion should know that they are definitely blessed. Another one on the outside, going to be picking up 4 or 5 breaking tackles, is the quarterback, Peyton Oddie. See where they mark him at. Looks like it's going to be at the 31.
About 26, I think.
I'm sorry, yep. You're right, 26-yard line. So give him another gain of 6 yards there. Brings up 3rd and 3, long 4. See what Marion comes up with. They like to run to that weak side of the field.
Well, like you said, they're going away from Tyler Hauser, and I mean that's the one adjustment. I mean, we talked about going into halftime to see what Walpock would do.
Marion 4 strong to the strong side, and they went right at Hauser
there. Yeah,
there. Hauser's meeting him.
That's going to bring up 4th down.
I mean, you hate to say that, but you know, the end position he is containing well.
Yeah.
If they could just contain that on the other side, it wouldn't be getting these 5, 6, 7 yard gains. So 4th down and 3, big 4th down here. See if the fans can't get behind the defense here for a stop. Already ran 5.5 minutes off the clock of this 3rd quarter, which is what Marion likes to do.
And that's what you look at Coach Travis Moore. He's trying to get this crowd going. They need this stop right here. This momentum it could shift right here if we can get that stop. Nice swing pass.
Swing pass out. They had him, and he
got
through, and he's going to continue to go down to the 10-yard line. Going to be 1st and 10 for Marion at the 10. Give it at the 11.
You look at it. I mean, right there.
Here's a short little swing pass.
Yep, swing pass to Ivert. And, you know, you look at this drive, tackling's been a big key in this drive. Walpock has not done a good job tackling this drive. They've gotten a lot of bounce offs and extra yardage because of that.
Yep, definitely cannot arm tackle this team. You have got to wrap up. So Marion now with enough room to actually get another 1st down. Imagine they'll keep busting right at the middle. That's a nice stop. Nice stop. That's what you need to see.
That's going to be for no gain.
Yep. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. So nice stand there by the Walpock defense. It's bend but don't break.
Well, I mean, Marion Local still has a chance to get a 1st down on this down here.
Well, that's what you like to see, too. I mean, you had one player coming low, another player coming high. You're gang tackling. That's kind of what you need. So here Marion is spreading it out again. 2 to the right, 1 to the left, single back in the back. Backfield going to be swung out to the right. Looks like it's going to be a pass.
Nice job.
High. Number 2 for
Austin Stauffer.
So nice job stepping in front of the ball.
He's had a nice defensive game. I mean,
would have been a nice place for a pick,
yeah,
wouldn't it?
Would have.
Stops the clock with 4:50 left. I mean, just that quickly, they've ran over half of this quarter out.
But you look at it, that's Wapak's game.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what Wapak does. And, you know, now they've flipped the page, and Marion Local is doing it to Wapak. So it's...
Yeah, this is definitely not the drive I expected Marion Local to start out with. I did not think they'd be methodical going down the field, but they are content to eat that clock. Another pass on a tuck and run.
Oh.
That's only going to be a gain of 1, so that's going to bring up.
But it could have been a loss if Mikey Lee wouldn't have slipped on that play. He kind of slipped, but still, I mean.
4th and 8.
4th and 8. That's.
Here comes the
Here it
kicking
is.
team.
Here it goes. I mean, this is huge.
He's already missed an extra point.
Right.
And Wapak has been penetrating pretty well from the outside rush. So out wide right now for Wapak. Looks like it's going to be number 2 again, rushing in to see if he can't block this. Cleared, and it looks like, did that go wide left? No,
That's good.
Went through.
That's
so that's
good.
16-13. Flyers on top, 4:03 left in the third. We'll go ahead and we'll take a break here on NKTelco Sports presented by TSC.
Serving education, healthcare, government, industrial, and commercial businesses, Securcom of Minster has been the provider of safety and communication solutions since 1998. As a locally owned and operated company, Securcom staffs highly skilled technicians and certified installers, fully capable of handling all your design, installation, and maintenance needs. They specialize in the integration of fire alarm, door access control, surveillance cameras, phone systems, fiber optics and data, and cabling. And
sometimes you just don't want to get out of your car. That's why TSC has made it easy for you to pay your bill. We have drive-up payment drop boxes at our St. Mary's and Wapakoneta offices. Just pull in, drive around, and drop off your payment. Just one more convenience to show you how much we appreciate you.
TSC, give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Welcome back to Wapakoneta Ford Field. Wapak just gave up another 3, AJ. I mean,
well, you look at it, it was a methodical drive, 13 plays, 60 yards. I mean, 25-yard field goal, but held them to 3 points. Hey, that's a positive right now. But
they're only down by 2 scores.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, so there's really that scoreboard means nothing. That's if I was the coach or Coach Moyer, I'd be telling them nothing changed just now. We just need 2-point scores.
Yeah.
So back deep to receive it. I mean, they're way deep for a high school game. You don't expect to see somebody at the 10 waiting to receive a ball. He's got it. He's coming up the middle. That's a big break for Wapak. He's to the outside. Give it to the 44 for Wapak. Nice return. Number 22, or is that 24?
Chase Mullen.
Yeah, Jace Mullen. Nice return.
That's exactly what Wapak needed right there. And let's see how they react to this kickoff return.
Yeah, nice return by Wapak. Probably the second best field start that they've had other than the turnover. So let's see what Wapak, if they can get motivated here to get that ball going down the field. Coming up behind center, they're putting 2 wide. Split backs in the backfield, 1 peeled off to the left. It's going to be a run to the outside, going to power.
Yep, Jace Mullen trying to
loss of 3.
Break it outside. They can't establish that outside gain right now.
Well, they tried to beat the middle for the first half, and it just did not get them anywhere. So I mean, if you can't go through them, you got to go around them.
Yeah. It's just the defense. I mean, the containment Marion Local has done on that outside has been tremendous all night long.
Wapak back up. Going to take it back to that side, quarterback keeper, and he's going to bust it wide. He's gone down to the 30, down to the 25, 20, out of bounds at the 16. Nice run by their senior quarterback.
Good read on that. They tried to run that sweep again with Jace Mullen, but it was a great read by Brady Goulet to take it himself.
Yep, absolutely what they needed. Nice spark Good lead blocking by his guard down the field, and he just ran it flat out. This is what Wapak's looking for. Let's see how they convert. Doing a nice job of spreading Marion out and taking the ball towards the weak side of the field. You lay with the same play, and he gets up the field for another gain of 4. So second down, driving in. They can still get another first down. That looks like the 7.5-yard line, maybe.
Right, yep.
So plenty of time. Just seen an update come across for the St. Mary's game. St. Mary's up now 10-7 on London. That's kind of a shocker across the league.
That's huge.
London with 3 Division I recruits coming out of that school this year. Wapak back in the shotgun, spreading it up. I look for him to go right up the middle here. Oh, popped it way outside.
Oh, nice block.
Oh, unfortunately, just too much pursuit over there for Wapak, but that was a very nice cutback block. Nice and legal. So Mextra with a nice hit. Makes it 3rd and 6. I mean, I think in all honesty, AJ, if you're Travis Moyer's spot here, this is 4 downs.
Yeah.
You're not going to go for that field goal. So just 2 small 4-yard plays. That's all they need. Looking to pass.
Nah, they're going to. Is he out of the box?
I think he dropped straight back.
Yeah.
Should be grounding. Doesn't look like they're going to put a flag out.
Nope, they're not.
Was not called.
Wow.
If you watch here, he doesn't go left or right. He's right on the hash line as he comes back. Still hasn't got off the hash.
I think what he needs to do is read a lot more. You see that hole right up the middle. I mean, if he sees that, he should just take it. I mean,
he doesn't consider that a check down.
Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't. I think he could establish a lot more if he did that. And we're going to get a timeout by Travis Moyler because of the play clock.
Yep, so we'll go ahead and we'll take a precision strip timeout here along with them. We'll be right back with 1:45 left in the third. Flyers up 16-0.
Where is that TSC bill? How can I pay it if I can't find it?
You don't need the bill. You can pay it online at telserco.com.
Wasn't there a special this month?
Yes, we got it from TSC's Facebook page.
I know I've got the announcement for the club here somewhere.
I just sent it to TSC to air on Channel 2. With telserco.com, Facebook, Channel 2, and their newsletter, TSC makes it easy to stay connected.
Now, if they could just help me clean up my desk.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Welcome back to Wapak Ford Field, where probably the most important play for Wapak all night so far, Jay. I mean, fourth and 7.
I mean, I still think they have the kickers to get at least some points on the board if they could try that. But, I mean, down 16-0, you got a minute 45 here left in the third quarter. You need points.
Absolutely.
And
Marion took 7 minutes off.
Right. So, right here, it's a gutsy call. Let's see if Wapak can get it.
Oh, they're sitting
right
in the
there.
House. That's going to be a sack and a loss of 15. Nice rush in. Give the tackle to number 2 for Marion local, Aiden Eifert. That's a sack for a loss of 15.
And I'll tell you what, if he would look to that backside, Caden Seafring ran a slant wide open. You look at the replay here, Caden Seafring's coming.
Right where he left.
Right there. He did not look that backside. He looks that backside, it's wide open. But, I mean, great job by the Marion local defense. They brought the pressure, and that's a turnover.
Nice look there of Tim Goodwin with his quarterback. It's kind of hard to knock that. I mean, the senior quarterback for Wapak, they wouldn't have been down there without him.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, and it's hard at this level. You got a lot of checkdowns, and they're playing a lot faster than what most of the teams around here do. So we'll see if Wapak can't get the ball back. Going to be just sweep outside. Still on his feet, and it's broken. He's across the 40, across the 50.
That's
Flag
bring it
comes
back.
out.
It'll be black in the black
Cutting
right
back and tackled there at the 20, but I seen the flag come out about 45.
It's coming back. Brady Goulet, he pretty much put on a show right there to show him he was getting blocked there. So, but once again, like we talked about in that first drive, tackling is the key. You look at Kyle Ottey right there. 1, 2, and 2 tackles right there. They try to arm tackle him. You're not gonna arm tackle Kyle Ottey. That's fundamentals right there.
Absolutely. So it's going to take them back. It's going to make it probably a 1st and maybe 4 or 2. 1st and 2. So I mean, it is already 15 yards down the field. Or I guess it'd be 18 yards down the field before the flag flew. But
yeah.
All right, so Marion lining up 1st and 2. Ain't too often you say that, 1st and 2. I look for them to actually go for a pass here. Nope, going for a short run. That's kind of shocking.
1, 2, 3.
Yep.
It's just the missed tackles. I mean, that you
could slowly count them.
Yeah.
I mean, like it or hate it, that is fundamental football. Wrap up.
Yep.
Gang tackle.
It's easy for us to say this up here in the booth, but you know, I coach little kid football right now, and you know that's the one thing we teach down there. You have to wrap. You can't just hit them and expect them to go down. You have to wrap and really drive them back.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's wanting to tackle high too.
Yeah.
Why they're not going low.
Yep.
First person wrap, second person come finish. That's going to be offsides on Wapak. He may have made the end move.
I think the end twitched a little. That's why Tyler Hauser got it.
Yeah, I think Josh Kuther did give a bop with the shoulder, so that maybe taking them back 5. And that looks like that's what's happening.
Oh, they're going to give them the offsides. Wow.
Oh, my.
Oh, wow.
That's not going to make this crowd happy. Down to 35 seconds left here in the third. If you're just joining us, Marion local up 16-0. Again, got them spread out all over the field. Nice tackle. Broke the tackle again. But that's a nice job of slowing it up where 3 other players came in and cleaned it up.
And that's what Caden Seifring's supposed to do. I mean, he's supposed to contain it so the linebackers can come in and fill and follow what he's supposed to be doing. So Caden Seifring did a nice job fundamentally doing something, and that's going to end the quarter.
Absolutely. So we'll go ahead and we'll take a break here on NKTelco Sports presented by TSC. Come back and join us here for the 4th quarter after this break.
Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Wapak Ford Field, where the Marion local Flyers are leading the Wapak Redskins 16-0. Getting ready to line up for a 2nd down and 6, AJ.
Yeah,
last quarter they got to do something.
Yeah, I mean, this is where it matters right here.
So see what Wapak can do, really in need of a turnover or anything to slow up that. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
four black broken tackles. But I mean, let's call it like it is. You know, Kyle Oddie is not your everyday back. We got a player hurt on the field, but just not an everyday running back that you're going to see. And it's kind of hard to prepare for somebody that is quite that fast, you know. But it just is what it is. Players back up. So good job there, number 65 for Walpok walking it off.
Kale Rossifer, he went back down. So that's a big. I mean, he's a big guy off the line that they need, and he's done a nice job on the defensive line, doing some things. So it's going to hurt that defensive line. That's, I would say, is pretty tired. I mean, that's this second half right now. The way Marion Local's methodically just picking away at that line. That defensive line's tired.
Yeah,
and
they was on the field for 8 to 12 minutes. I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, you look at it right now. Walpok only ran 4 plays that third quarter.
And Marion now, they're picking up yards, 5 to 7 yards at a time. First and 10 here from the 41. Going to take it right up the middle again.
Austin Brown.
Bounced off 2, and he's open in the open field. And here comes the quarterback for the block.
And
he's just going to take it right in. 41-yard touchdown for the Marion Local Flyers. Takes the score and extends it another 6 points, 24-0 here over top of a stunned Walpok Redskin home team.
Yeah, that's just that. Like we've said, I mean, you look at Oddie, he takes it right up the middle and cuts it to the outside. Austin Brown had him. Then Austin Stauffer missed. And then you got Peyton Oddie. Look, he just makes a block on his counterpart, Braden Goulet, and Kyle Oddie takes it right in for the score.
I mean, you wonder how you become a captain on a team. Just look up that one play by Peyton Oddie right there.
Exactly.
So score 22-0. Redskins falling deep here. Extra point being lined up to kick. Kevin Partington getting ready to put it up. Flags down.
We're going to have offsides.
Well, this is where it wouldn't almost surprise me if Tim Goodwin didn't send the offense back in.
And
looks like that's
guess what? That's what he's going to do.
I don't know how well this will go over with the fans here. Going for 2, but mathematically, it's the right thing to do.
Well, you look at it. Think about it. I mean, as a coach, you're looking at the opposition and say, "Man, we're getting 5-6 yards of play. All I need to get is 2 yards, 1.5 yard to put 2 more points on the board. Let's go. Come on."
Absolutely. Reset the play clock. Down to 20 seconds for the play. Marion Local lined up going for 2. You got 3 or 4 plays in your pocket that you like for gaining 1.5 yards. And this is their favorite one. It's right up the middle.
That's right up the middle, and you got it.
And that's when it really does sting because it's when they go right at the heart of your defense. So just that quickly, the score is 24-0. We'll go ahead and keep it here. Well, AJ, I don't know what much to say. You know, when we look, if you looked at the keys at the beginning of this game, everything that Walpok had to do, they haven't done it.
Yeah.
I mean, turnover battle, it's 1-1.
Well, you look just this play. You got to establish the line,
right?
And right there, Marion Local showed we're the kings right here. You got to beat us,
right.
And boom, take it right in.
Control that defensive line was one of the main keys. And it just hasn't happened all night.
That's right.
I mean, not taking anything away from Walpok.
No.
Walpok has a good team. They have a sound team for this year. The problem is across the field.
Yeah.
I mean, that is just that's what a well-oiled machine looks like.
No, that's a program that wins championships, and you see the difference between a championship team and a real good team. I mean, that's the difference, and it's the little things. And it doesn't matter what sport. I mean, I coach basketball also. I always tell everybody, it's the little things that get you to win. And Marion Local's doing the little things tonight to get them to win.
Right. And the beauty behind this is it's just like anything else. Steel sharpens steel. they're going to be a better team with this game than they are without it. So I know some of the fans will be saying that that's going to be a quick return. Not sure why they blew that. I think he called for the fair catch and another player grabbed it.
Okay.
But they are better off playing the Marion locals than they are the Bell.
Well, exactly, and that's the thing Travis Moyer can look at is there's a lot of positives he can look at this game and take from it going into league play. Now, you're not going to win a championship in game one. I mean, you've as a coach, you always tell your players you want to play your best ball at the end of the year. If you play your best ball, and Travis Moyer can attest to that from last year, he won his last 3 games, including a playoff game. And after losing the first 4 games of the season, and he was playing his best ball at the end of the year. That's what I think Walpock's going to be looking at is if they're playing their best ball at the end of the year, they're going to be dangerous.
Well, a lot of people say it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That's right.
And this year we're doubly blessed. There's 16 teams in the playoffs this year, so the playoffs pretty much doubled. Your opportunities are going to be there.
Bingo,
nice
right there.
Nice pass. That's the fundamental.
Exactly. That's exactly what they needed right there.
So good job, Walpock. I mean, they're still not out of this game technically. It's 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions. But nice drop back, straight down the middle of the field to probably one of your best receivers. I mean, there's 2 of them on here that just, with Seafreen and with Walter, I mean, there's no reason they can't make these catches and come back in this game. So we'll see what they continue to do.
And run inside. I mean,
I do like that call. You don't give up on the run just because we can,
Right. Keep working on the. I mean, that's the thing. You still have 9 games left.
Right.
Keep working towards those 9 games, and this is where you can learn and get better. And I think that's what Travis Moyer is working on, is getting better.
Absolutely. And from what I've seen of Walpock a little bit tonight, I think they're a little confused on what they are. I mean, and when I say that, I say they opened up the run there by doing the pass, and that just overshot him.
Good play call.
But they are a running team.
Right.
And if they get that run going, that pass is going to be there all night long for them. And in the WBL, if you got even a hint of a passing offense, you're going to make waves.
Right. And the one thing you gotta realize is Walpock always had that one running back, as in years past, where they can go to, like a Keck or a Locke or somebody like that you can lean on that could get you those yards and everything. This year they're going to have to spread it out exactly, and I think that's one thing. I think as the year goes on, you'll see that.
And I mean, we don't want to take anything away from Jace Mullen or from Connor Mextro. They've done a great job back there with what they've been given.
That was a nice catch. Nice catch by Caden. Caleb Walter made that catch. You look at the replay. I mean, he snuck that in there in between.
Just right on the shoulder.
Yeah, exactly.
Right out. I got it.
Nice play.
And that's what we just talked about him and the other wideout for Caden Seafring. They're capable of doing this.
Oh yeah.
And they've shown that, and that's what you can go off of. Nice run by the quarterback going right up the middle for a nice 5-yard gain. Walpock driving down to 9:46 left in this game.
It'll be nice to see them get on the board. I think that's the one thing. I think that's the one thing I think they need to do is get some points on the board, get some confidence going, because next week they go to Ottawa Glandorf, and that's
it's not getting any easier.
No,
it's 2 weeks.
This next month the schedule is pretty tough. So the first 4 games right out of the chute is pretty tough.
Well, I know if you're in the MAC or if you're in the WBL, the big thing is win 2 of the first 4.
Yeah.
If you can win 2 of the first 4 and then get your feet underneath you, you're going to be there come the end of the year.
Right.
I mean, I know we've spoken a lot about the MAC, but over the last 15 years, it's been easier to defend your state title than it has been your MAC championship.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a fact. And that's what Walpock took on. I applaud them for that. Nice run.
Catch.
And that's going to be another first down. Looks like he's on the ground.
He's on the ground.
So good job, Walpole, continuing this drive. I like them going to the air a little more, saving some time on that clock.
No, they're starting to get into a flow, and I think Brady Goulet is really throwing the ball a lot better in this drive than he has all game long. So really doing some nice things here to end this game.
Well,
we look at the replay, and Jay Smallin, I mean, nice catch and everything. He's dragging. Ooh, that's a nice. Oh, look at that. That ball did get knocked out, so.
And knees were on top of the player, so nice break for Walpole.
Yeah.
You know, this right here, though, they're at 2nd and 12. See what happens? He broke free of it, and he's coming to the outside. Another pickup at 6.
Still, it's positive yardage. I mean, he really got positive yardage out of that, and now they got 3rd, and it's manageable. I mean, 3rd and 7. I mean, so
this is a great opportunity to build your character.
Right,
exactly. I mean, this right here, you tell your lineman, now's the time. I mean, as far as I would be concerned, you know, if I was Coach Moyer, score 0-0, boys.
Right.
Let's finish a drive.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope if they gain 3 or 4 here, they don't go for the field goal. I hope they go for.
Nice catch.
Oh, and they got it.
Touchdown.
That's a touchdown. Touchdown,
Nice.
Redskins. Nice pass. 17 yards.
Yep.
Gets them on the board, and you can hear the fans are happy about it.
Nice catch by Caleb Walter from Brady Goulet. I'll tell you what, it was just a little fade pattern. And I'll tell you what, he put it right where he needed to be, and Walpole gets 6 on the board.
You got your 2 different angles of the pass here, just right over the top. Nice job. It's being held the full time.
Yeah, and the one thing, Peyton Oddie, he's not even looking at the ball. He didn't even see where the ball was. Boom. Caleb just guided himself right there, and boom, caught the pass. Nice job.
So advantage Walpole. They're going to line up, go for 2. They definitely need to score 8 every time. So we'll have an onside kick probably coming up after this. But short swing pass, and it's going to be knocked down. Good defensive play. I can't make out the number. It's just
looked like number 8. Look, number 8, Parson Grisdorn.
Yep, that'd be who it is.
Yep, nice defensive play there. But Walpole puts points on the board. I think that's a good thing right now. And let's see what the defense does. Maybe you get a 4 and out, and here comes Walpole. And
I'm being a little bit more optimistic with AJ. I'm saying we're going to go for an onside kick at this point.
No,
7:47
7:47.
Left. You're still
You're
down
right.
3 scores.
You're right. That's a possibility. I mean, no, I'll give it to Travis. He's got his own bag of tricks too. I mean, we always talk about how Doug Fry had a bag of tricks at St. Mary's, and over the years, Travis Moyer has his. So we'll see what he does here.
It's amazing. Probably one of the funnest 5 to 7 seconds you'll ever see in any level of game is an onside kick. Except for the NFL anymore, they don't run. I mean, it's just horrible. But
if you remember a few years back for the WBL Championship, Walpole onside kick with 50 seconds to go, and guess what happened?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I'm sorry I had to bring that up, Matt.
Hey, you know, we've had a lot. That's the beauty of the rivalry between these schools.
Yes.
And, you know, and we may be seeing something here. I mean, they've signed on for a 1-1.
Yeah.
I don't see why Marion Local would ever want to leave this.
Exactly.
I don't see why Walpole would ever want to leave.
Exactly.
There's a lot of points to pick up in the MAC.
Exactly.
This could be the start of something beautiful over here for this team.
Yeah.
I mean, severely jealous that you guys have a MAC team to start with. So definitely lining up for the onside. Oh, he kicked it straight out. That was a nice try. But caught there by Marion, so give the ball to number 2 for Marion. And that's going to be a first down. Marion at the 50 or at the 49-yard line. Gives them a short field. That's the only negative in this whole situation. Right. Definitely, Aiden Eifert, he definitely did a nice job of getting that ball into his belly and holding on.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, hands team. So, back in the shotgun, going to run it right up the middle. Going to be taken down there for a 1, maybe 2 yard.
Maybe 2 yard, yeah.
So Walpock's defense is time when you hold them up and strip the ball. See what they can't do here. Play call coming in. I mean, they're doing a nice job of just eating that game clock. 13 seconds already ran off just in the time of setting them up. So heads definitely in the game. Going to be running to the outside again, bringing it right over the 45 down to the 44. Going to make it 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4.
Yeah, I'd say about third and 3.
So 3rd down, 3 yards to go. See if Wapak can't send anything up there to control it. Going to spread them wide the other way. Play down to 6. Going to be going to the strong side of the field, and that's going to be enough for a first down.
Yeah, we'll give him a first down.
40. So slowly and methodically taking it 3 plays, 10 yards at a time. You know, I mean, the other thing you got to look at Travis Moyer and his situation here. You know, he told me over the phone when I was talking to him, you know, if you want to be the best, you play the best.
That's right.
And so coming into the game, even though the MAC is the smaller of the 2 leagues, he definitely respects what's happening across there.
Oh yeah.
So it definitely makes you want to cheer for this coach.
Exactly. And
so we got a timeout on the field. We'll go ahead and we'll take one as well with a precision strip timeout here on NKTelco Sports, presented by TSC.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Hello everybody, welcome back. Ball just snapped, going to be taken right up the middle for a gain of 5 again. Just consistent running by Kyle Oddie. He's got to be well over 100.
Yeah, I would say he's over 100. I think Peyton Oddie's got to be close to 100.
Just rushed right up the middle. Another timeout. Precision strip timeout taken here by Walpock just to hold the clock. You know, I understand the philosophy of this, but when it's 2nd and 5, when you're giving up 5 yards after a timeout, it's just not what you're looking for.
But it's possible, you know, maybe they see it and maybe let's get some other players in. I mean, they might take that opportunity. But, I mean, for Wapakoneta, I mean, that's something you got to look at depth and everything, seeing if you can get, because you never know what will happen this year. I mean, you know, the COVID situation might pop back up again, you know, with a lot of kids. They're starting to talk about that again. I mean, you just never know. So maybe getting some of these other players in and trying to get some depth going and seeing where we can go, it could be a possibility here.
Absolutely. So lining up for a 2nd down and 5 from the 35. Marion Local, not one pass on this entire drive. Everything's ran right up the middle. And that's a nice tackle by Wapak for a loss of 1.
Good stop.
Good stop on the defensive side. Imagine
we got another
timeout will go.
I was going to say, do we have a flag thrown there? Yeah, we do have a flag. And it's going to go against Wapak.
It's definitely going, yeah, what did they say? A holding.
Oh, they're going holding. Wow. Personal foul. Oh, they're going personal foul on this.
So 15 yards.
Wow.
Will be added. Not what Wapak wanted.
No.
Now, I mean, granted, they are up 24-6. Traditionally, when anything happens for more than 15 yards against Marion Local School, they go deep. So they said the nose tackle came down and jumped the pile. That's what caused that last penalty.
Yeah, that's not a great play by Austin Brown there.
Ball going up the middle again for another deep push for 8 yards. Gets it down to the 15. We'll go ahead and give a quick roundup of the area. Again, Cavaliers of Coldwater up on Kenton 36-14 right now. New Bremen up 28-7. Versailles up 35-0 on Salina. The St. Henry Redskins are up on Covington 42-0.
Wow.
Fort Recovery and Wayne Trace 26-21 in the 3rd.
Wow.
Fort Laramie up 40-7 on Minster, and Crestview all over Parkway 28-0. We'll be after this one. We'll come back with the WBL scores. Another sweep to the outside, pick up a 10, takes them down to the 5.
Just wearing them down.
Knocking on the door, 1st and goal from the 5.
Just wearing them down.
And just that quickly, the person updated me with the game said good night. So no other updates for the local schools around the area. I do got one. St. Mary's did beat London 10-7. So that's the only other WBL score I got, with Defiance and Shawnee both winning yesterday. So ball being handed off.
Good stop.
Nice stop right at the 5-yard line. Give them a gain of 2. Marion looking to add to this lead down to 3:34. I think that's the most effective number on the board right now, is that clock.
Yeah.
Kudos to the Walpole fans, though. They have stayed here throughout the game. I mean, still got a nice crowd here cheering their team on. See a lot of fans here wearing shirts that say one of us is not as strong as all of us. I mean, nice support from the fan base. Going to be sweep outside down to the 1 by the looks of it.
Yep, gonna be at the 1.
So 3rd and 1, Marion Local still knocking on the door. Kyle Oddie looking to put another 6 points on the board for Marion.
Now these fans, they're through and through for each sport there is, whether it's basketball, football, baseball. The fans come out for it. It's great to see, especially tonight with, like we said earlier, with the COVID and everything. They came out in droves, and it was a good night, a good opening night. Not on the scoreboard for overall.
Nice goal line stand there. Pushes it back to the 3-yard line. So nice job by Walpock saying not on our watch on this play.
Yep.
Brings up a 4th and goal from the 3. You know, it's just like anything else too, AJ. When you're playing these games and you're on a turf field like this is invaluable for you down the road. I mean, we're so blessed in the WBL. We got a couple of really great fields. Other ones that are even regular grass that are exceptional fields to play on. So we're really blessed here in this area for that. They're actually going for it on 4th, and
they're going to get it.
Got in.
Yep.
So ran up the left-hand side in between the tackle and the guard, and that's another 6 points for Marion. pushes the score to 30-6. Bringing on the kicker. See if they can't extend that to 31.
Yeah, and going back to what you said, I mean, if you want to look at the replay, pretty much a dive play right there. Number 22, boom, goes right in and scores.
And that's what makes it nice, you know. Peyton Mulder in there getting him a nice little score. So good job for the senior, you know. Haven't heard his name a lot tonight, but that does give him a chance to score. And we'll go ahead and we'll just keep it right here, 137 left.
But going back to what you're talking about, I mean, with this field and what it's used for, it's an advantage for Marion Local to come play on this field tonight because guess what? A lot of their playoff games are right here.
Right.
So, I mean, over the past so many years, this is like their home away from home pretty much. I mean, so it's an advantage for Marion Local to get on this field too. So, I mean, you like you talked about, Delphus just put in their turf. So you got another area school that has turf now, and it's the way things are changing now. I mean, that's going to be the way you go. You're going to start seeing them on baseball fields. I know our baseball coach, Jason Brandt, is looking forward to, hey, when's our turf coming in? When are we going to put turf on the baseball field and the softball? So
it makes everything faster.
Yes, it
really
does.
I mean, and you can look at a Marion school to have an advantage of that by not having a turf field. And all they ever practice on is grass. And it's harder to run in grass.
Right.
And people, you know, in my past have said, well, I don't think it makes that big of a difference. Go out there and run a 40 on grass, and then you go to turf. It's a totally different
Exactly. And there's the picture. There's our turf.
Their main field is turf in Marion Local.
Oh, okay.
But their practice field is grass.
It's grass, okay.
I mean, I can remember times going to Ottawa Glandorf in high school and stuff. Their grass would probably be 4 inches.
Well, they do it on purpose.
Why do you do that?
They do it on purpose,
slow your team down. And I mean, this is back in the late 80s, early 90s when you didn't hear that much about that team.
Exactly.
They're not the Titans of today. I mean, Ottawa Glandorf's one of those teams that just came out of nowhere about 7-8 years ago, and they just stayed there.
Yep.
Consistent, strong. So, minute 36 left, score 31-6. No, this isn't what the fans wanted to see tonight, but it does give you a good reality check on where you're at right now. That's a good test.
As you see the second team, you got Nate Metzger in there running quarterback right now. So you got a lot of some of the JV players in, some of the second team in, getting a taste of Friday Night Lights right now. So,
and this is invaluable for their future.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I mean, you show me a sophomore out there that ain't totally juiced about being on the field, that's what you're here for.
Yeah, exactly.
Play coming back in. Walpole just taking way too long on these plays at this point. Under a minute now. And the good thing is all your starters are out. Nobody's going to be hurt for next week. Nice run up the middle. Ball given to number 32. That'd be Keaton Heft.
I think it was 22 Corbin Mitchell. Yeah, Corbin Mitchell ran that.
Okay. Well, I can tell you next week when we do a game, my glasses are definitely coming with me. The lighting system definitely is nice here. It lights the corners up really well.
Well, the way they did it is they wanted more light on the field. You don't see the light. You look in the stands right now, it looks like it's dark. But it's kind of nice. You can see the field a lot better. So nice job by Mike Watt in installing this, and some of the contributions some other companies in this area contributed to.
So Nate Metzger with the run. And that's going to be the end of the game, 31-6. We'll be back after this break with the final stats and the player of the game here on NKTelco Sports.
You're on the go and don't have time for cords to be tying you down. That's why TSC created the Cord Cutter Bundle. You get big savings for bundling internet and cable, and there's no phone requirement. Choose from 20 megabyte, 50 megabyte, or 100 megabyte speeds. No phone, minimal TV, and all lightning-fast internet. Ask about the cord cutter bundles and come home to TSC.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Allglaze and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
The Hometown Opportunity Platform is exceptional.
It is focused, laser focused on the careers in our 4-county region.
100% of the time we go to Hometown Opportunity. We've had great success from a handful of applications when we need them, as well as a recent one where we had 67 applicants.
Honestly, it's a competitive advantage.
The hometown experience has been everything I could have dreamed of and more. We use Hometown Opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
Serving education, healthcare, government, industrial, and commercial businesses, Securcom of Minster has been the provider of safety and communication solutions since 1998. As a locally owned and operated company, Securcom staffs highly skilled technicians and certified installers, fully capable of handling all your design, installation, and maintenance needs. They specialize in the integration of fire alarm, door access control, surveillance cameras, phone systems, fiber optics and data, and cabling. And
sometimes you just don't want to get out of your car. That's why TSC has made it easy for you to pay your bill. We have drive-up payment drop boxes at our St. Mary's and Wapakoneta offices. Just pull in, drive around, and drop off your payment. Just one more convenience to show you how much we appreciate you.
TSC, give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Welcome back to Walk Ford Field. With the final stats wrap up, I'll hand it over to AJ.
Well, the stats show, I mean, the Marion local Flyers pretty much dominated this game, especially on the ground. I mean, 275 to 76. The combination between Kyle Otte and Peyton Otte really made the difference in the second half. Kyle Otte really did a nice job. He got hurt in the first half and then came off the field, and then second half, I think he had over 100 yards. But total yardage, I mean, 151 for total for Walpock. It's not going to win you a whole lot of games, but they have stuff they can look at that is positive that will take them into next week against OG. 2 turnovers. They had Wapak at 2, Marion Local at 1. I mean, first downs and everything. It was just the domination of the lines. I mean, that was the key thing. Marion Local really dominated on both sides of the line, and it really hurt Wapak as far as being physical and all that.
Absolutely. This has been a broadcast of NKTelco Sports presented by TSC. I want to thank our director, Scott Robinson, our assistant director, Bryce Hambrick, our camera, Kirk Kefner, Mark Fissel, and Jim Miller. We do have our player of the game we'd also like to announce, so I'll go ahead and give that back to AJ so he can talk a little bit about the player of the game.
The player of the game, we had a number of, we had Peyton Oddie. I mean, I'd say Kyle Oddie, because the way he came back, he took a hit there in the first half, came back in the second half, ran the ball real well. I mean, Kyle Oddie did a nice job there in the second half, and that gave him player of the game.
All right. I am Matt Everidge. Beside me was AJ Lessie, and we appreciate you listening to this production of NKTelco Sports presented by TSC. Have a great night, everybody.